like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Wembanyama with the bucket. Wembanyama's got the game going here with the first basket for the Spurs. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
I tell you, James Harden's ability to power through contact and finish with bodies around him is something else.
Over in the corner, Barnes sinks the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Harden outside. About a minute played so far here in the first. And the shot no good, a bit short. Wembanyama with it. Zubac defending. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Barnes. And it's off from three-point range. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all five guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
On the wing, Barnes. Nailed from three-point land.
Three-pointer.
Barnes has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for San Antonio. On the wing, man. Harden inside the three-point line. That one wide left.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Pass to Sohan. Vassell wide open. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Harden scanning the floor. Another miss by Harden.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. Now he's worried Chris Paul will take over the game, saying he's mentally beyond where most players have ever been. His ability to read the floor, make decisions, work the refs, call out teammates, he checks every box when it comes to leadership. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass to Paul. Barnes outside. Wembanyama, a screen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Sohan. Second shot opportunity. Offensive rebound. Goes up with it again. Here's Wembanyama. And finally, that one's good. Wembanyama's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Round of applause for young Clippers.
Clippers trail by 11. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Now, here's Porter. Takes it inside. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And San Antonio called for the foul.
Love the show of tenacity on the drive. Porter Jr. just forcing the defender's hand.
Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Now, here's Vassell. Jones, no one around him. Off target from three-point range. Back to Harden. And the three ball is good. Harden's got 5 now.
Well, this is the basis of James Harden's game, right? That three-point accuracy opens up every other aspect of the floor and his scoring ability. This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
The three from Harden. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Jones. Pass to Vassell. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. He has 6.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Harden inside the three-point line. Harden missing again.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down because he is that open.
Harrison Barnes getting it done for the San Antonio Spurs.
18.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Outside for Batum. Right side Leonard. And a miss there on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised.
Hammering it in.
Assist from.
And just beating the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
The Clippers shooting their third free throw shot of the game. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
So it's the Spurs now. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. San Antonio with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Barnes.
That's elite length and explosiveness. Harrison Barnes attacks the rim, leaves no doubt.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And it's Harden with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 13-point game. Looking to get back on track here. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
To the left side wing. Count it. 6 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him. And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us, perfect. Spurs leading by 16. Over to the wing. Back to Sohan. All alone. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Now the Clippers with it. Pass to Mann. The three from Harden. Cans it from downtown. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter.
This is what you call pre-shot preparation. Being prepared on the catch to fire before the defense can react. That is nicely done by James Harden.
And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Now here's Harden. 10 points for him.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked off here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. .133 left in the first half of the game. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history. Harrison Barnes cooking a little bit. I like the aggression we're seeing out of him.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Clippers trail by 17. From past the arc, Vassell grabs the board. Spurs working the ball around now. Pass to Wembanyama. They grab their own miss. Now here's Vassell. Paul, no one around him. Good on the triple. Paul's got 5 points so far.
Well, Chris Paul by nature wants to pass the ball, but if you leave him open, he understands he's got to make those shots.
There's the triple. And again, it's San Antonio with a three. 9 seconds left now here in the second.
Kick it out! Kick it out!
Here's Harden. No good from 18. And so it's San Antonio in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Outside, Jones. And here's Leonard from three. Drills it from outside. Leonard's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Los Angeles. Doris, with what he's done in the NBA, Kawhi Leonard seems to be a lock for the Hall of Fame.
I agree, Kevin, and the reason is he's got a couple of championships under his belt. More importantly, he's got individual awards, All-NBA, Defensive Player of the Year. And he's been able, in the most leveraged moments of a season, to be the focal point for his team, and that's a big driver of Hall of Fame status.
Vassell. The shot from the low post is good. And 11 points for Devin Vassell.
Well, the vision and the understanding of Chris Paul is something to behold.
And the Spurs with possession here. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. And that one's good. Wembanyama. He's got 10.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Here is Harden. 10 points for him. Pass to man. Outside, Jones. Harden outside. The three. He can't get it to go.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Poked away.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 6. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Right wing. Pass to Sohan. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Here's Wembanyama. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Wembanyama's got 6 in the quarter. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Substitution on the court.
So both teams changing it up here. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Leonard looking around. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Lets it fly from 18. Powell pulls it in.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Harden outside. Over Paul. And it comes off the front of the rim. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And here is Los Angeles now. Los Angeles with another miss.
Foul.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
First team foul.
For San Antonio, they've had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says, Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report.
Can't allow Johnson to get that deep. Once he's there, he's going to be able to score.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here's Johnson. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Substitution for your Clippers. Mohamed.
And the Clippers have possession.
Nicholas Batum. Amir Coffey. Kevin Porter Jr.
To the inside. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Powell with it. He has yet to score. The kick out to Porter. 4 on the clock.
Well, Chris Paul can compensate for size mismatches with his craftiness and his smarts, getting work done as a defender right there.
Porter looking it over. With the drive. In the corner, Powell with it. It's not going to go for him. Johnson left side. From outside, off the mark. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs having no problems at all. Up 29.
The Spurs, 51.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Here's Paul. To the middle. Here's Collins, and he makes good on the layup. Collins has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Spurs.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Knocks down the three ball.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Vassell, no good. And here is Los Angeles now. Powell for three, and they recover it. Fires the three, drains it from beyond the arc. Powell's got 6 here in this quarter.
Now, Norman Powell has proven to be capable as a scorer. All 3 levels are part of his game. That time goes to the 3 ball.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back. How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And they double up Paul. From outside the arc, the offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Johnson. And drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Puts up a deep 3. The shot by Powell, no good. Wembanyama with it. Bamba picks him up. Right side, Collins. No good off the back of the rim. It's Powell on the wing. The 3. That one doesn't go. Here's Johnson. The second chance effort. Porter pulls it in. And here's Los Angeles. Leonard with no one around. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Well, the mid-range is Kawhi's bread and butter. This guy can get to his spots and take whatever he wants.
Collins. And the layup's good off the glass.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And it's Leonard missing.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Wembanyama with it. Bamba picks him up. Down low. Puts it up from 12. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Here's Leonard. Tries again. And he knocks down the jumper.
Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
And here are the Spurs. Wembanyama outside. No good from outside. And here is Los Angeles now.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for San Antonio.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Pass to Leonard. Powell with it. Shoots the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
How about the touch to score from right there? If that goes down on a consistent basis for Norman Powell, look out, folks.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. A three from Leonard. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Pass to Collins. Vassell outside. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they